what it's like where you live, but here in Ohio today, it is about 80 degrees. So it doesn't really feel like fall yet, but it is. And I'm kind of ready to embrace it a little bit. If you know me, you know I'm not normally a big fall girl. I love summer so much. I feel like I just live for the summers, and it's always kind of sad for me to see it go, and fall is just that reminder that winter is coming and it's about to get really cold. But I think this year I feel more ready than normal. I talked about this before, but our summer was so busy. It's been so hot, and I think I'm just craving a cozier, slower lifestyle. Yes, if I had the choice, I would choose for it to be summer all year round. Kudos to me for living in Ohio, but that's where God has us, you know? He didn't put us in Hawaii or Florida or a really fun beach town, which would probably be my vibe, but I'm really happy where I'm at. And with that comes all 4 seasons, and I want to celebrate all of them. So today I want to do a little bit of minimal decorating. I don't really plan to shop a lot for fall decor. For one, fall decor is not just my favorite, like tons and tons of it. I do enjoy seeing people who go like all out. Like, it's kind of fun to watch those kind of videos, but that's probably not what you're gonna get on my channel. And I also don't want to like promote a lot of like crazy shopping and like consumerism and feeling like you have to like keep up with trends and, you know, have your house all decked out for every single season. That's just kind of not me, and I don't feel like that's necessary. Last year I went shopping just a little bit, so I have a few little things left over from last year, and for myself I just kind of want to collect pieces over time instead of like running to the store and like buying a whole cart full of fall decor for 1 year that I might be sick of next year. Does that make sense? But I do want to go to a local bulk food store that I think is gonna have some pumpkins. So I want a few fresh pumpkins to put around, and I'm gonna see what little pieces of decor I have from last season that I can pull out, and maybe just pull in a few more like neutrals and earth tones to make it feel more fallish in here, although I feel like that's kind of what my house is. It is a lot of like those fall tones, so it's not too hard to make my house feel like autumn. The other thing that I want to do today, especially since it still is pretty warm out, is I thought it would be fun to do like a little picnic with Keegan. It's been a little bit since we did a date night, and kind of make it fall inspired. I want to do a little bit of baking for it and kind of have a cozy fall picnic and make a fun little meal for that. So really excited about this video. I hope that it can kind of bring some cozy vibes, bring some joy and inspiration for you and for me. I'm excited to get excited about fall. Alright, I am back. Got some pumpkins for decorating and also some groceries that I needed for tonight. Sorry, the lighting was feeling really harsh right there. But I am excited to get started on doing a little bit of decorating, but first I want to make a little bit of French bread for the sandwiches I'm making for the picnic tonight. I feel like I keep talking about this cookbook, but it really is one of my favorites. The Hope Stable cookbook has so many good recipes in it. I'll have it linked down below, but I'm gonna be making the French bread recipe in this book. I don't think I've ever made this recipe before, so I'm excited to try it. I'm just halving the recipe to make 1 loaf. I want to get started so that it can start rising, and then we can get started on our decorating. Alright, so I've gotten out my fall decor. Pretty much it's consisting of just a bunch of pumpkins. I ended up buying kind of a lot of little pumpkins, and then I went into my decorations and I was like, oh, so our fall decor is some more fake pumpkins. And I also have some like dried grasses and things. Here, let me show you. This is kind of what we're working with here, which I don't know what we'll actually use, but it'll be fun. It'll just kind of add a little bit of fallish things to the house, but nothing too crazy. So I also want to switch out my bedspread. Right now it's like a blue that I liked having for spring, summer, and now I want to put on my like orange one that feels a little bit more fall and festive. That's like one of my favorite things. I think it's really fun, to switch out my comforter. I know it's really extra, but it just kind of makes it feel fresh and new. Honestly, I'm not finding a layout here that I just love with the coffee table. Sometimes it's hard to mess with like different heights and you just have a few items to work with. I really liked how it was before, honestly. It just didn't look fallish and I was like, could I make this more fall vibes? Also, this, it is cute, but it's making a mess all over my wedding book and like coffee table, so don't like that. So maybe I'll mess with it, but I might just kind of leave it as is. All right, I've probably spent way too much time just messing around and switching stuff up, but this is what we ended up with. I moved like our ivy plant right there with a little fall candle and a pumpkin, and over here I have a couple pumpkins with that taper candle. Okay, I wanted to show you guys the outfit. It's definitely giving fall vibes. So this skirt is from a really small boutique that I just found called Sadie and Sage. I'll have it linked down below. The sweater vest, I believe I got it last year from Amazon. So if I find it, I'll link it down below. This shirt was like an old one from Target, so I don't think it's available anymore, but I'll link a similar one with like the lettuce leaf sleeves. I always think they make really good undershirts. So this is the fall fit. I couldn't wear like a sweater or anything because it is literally so hot. Like it feels like summer. So I was like, well, I'll do a sweater vest. So it's kind of a fun look if it's still a little bit warm, but you want to dress a little bit more fall vibes. Maybe made the French bread a little bit too long, so now it's going to be kind of this funky shaped baguette maybe. Should still be good for sandwiches, but it's probably not going to come out looking super pretty, but you know, we're kind of used to that on this channel. Okay, so moving on to dessert for tonight, I decided to not do a pumpkin flavored dessert this time, and I decided to try something that I've had pinned on my Pinterest for a while. They are these chai latte snickerdoodle cookies. How good does that look? We'll see how they turn out. I went ahead and already made my chai spice mix, and it has a buttercream frosting, but I might do a cream cheese frosting instead. I don't know. I really like cream cheese frosting with more of like a spicy dessert. I think that's what we're gonna do. But we are getting to crunch time on our time. So I'm going to just try to whip these up as quickly as possible, and then we'll move on to the rest of dinner. All right, moving on to the next item on our menu, I have this autumn apple salad. And I'm gonna be making them in mason jars. I saw this idea for a picnic and I thought that it was genius because you can just quickly add the ingredients and you don't have to like use bowls or whatever because that's not always practical for a picnic.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has a clearer light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face.
How many leaves do you think are on that tree?
Like 1,000,000? I'm so bad with numbers. What do you think?
96,000. So you're way off.
I bet it's like 100,000 though.
Yeah, close to it.
Time to